It is my pleasure to present to you this sling throwing tutorial. Get some stones and a friend to learn with. Let's begin. Before we move on to the throwing, allow me to introduce our main star, a sling. It was truly a deadly weapon in hands of an right ancient skirmisher. As Strabo describes, there was a group of Greeks who, quote, used to send their stones through rings at a great distance as targets, and they were thus able to hit not only the head, but whatever part of the face they aimed at. End quote. Being such a handy and effective weapon, sling is advised to be in possession of every legionary. Alright, get a few stones that will fit to your sling. I find stones that are about 2.5 fingers in diameter to fit my sling best. In order to use the sling, first you have to learn the basics and get to feel it. Sling is nothing more complicated than 2 lines and a pouch. One of the lines ends with a loop for a middle finger of your right hand. Put it on and grab the other line with the same hand. Now get a proper stone and place it in a pouch. Start swinging the sling in order to feel it and the stone's weight. Now swing backwards, but do not start rotating. One good overhead swing is enough. Let go of the grab line at the moment when you want the stone to let loose. This type of throw is mostly used at a short distance and in occasions when you have to safely throw above a friendly unit that is in front of you. It is quite easy to learn and relatively safe, as in the worst case scenario the stone would fly in a straight line behind you. Anybody standing on either of your sides is safe. As you can see, a sling is easy to learn but hard to master. Livy describes true ancient slinging masters, the men from the Balearic Islands whose, quote, training in the use of slings used to be such, from childhood up, that they would not so much as give bread to their children unless they first hit it with the sling. End quote. Their style of throwing was different, more accurate, and making stones cover greater distances. This is the Balearic style throw. Start by swinging a loaded sling and feel your stone's weight. Now, before proceeding, learn to keep the stone in a pouch at all times during rotation. Start with 1 full forward rotation and return to swinging. Once you get a hang of it, learn to rotate longer before returning to swinging. Try to initiate rotation from your wrist. Throwing stones from a forward rotation is similar to stone skipping. Let go of the sling at the right time to send the stone flying. With every next throw, try to reduce the angle and add extra force. Be careful when throwing like this. An unexperienced slinger can by accident throw a stone in a random direction, creating a hazardous situation for people and animals that are near. You can further improve your slinging by modifying this throw a bit. Start in the same way as previously. Then proceed to move rotation overhead. This gives you a 360 degrees control. This type of throw is the most accurate. Be extra careful when using it, as the projectile can fly in every possible direction. Thus, I do not recommend this throw for beginner slingers. If I was to guess, I would say that David used this type of throw when he killed Goliath. You should know how to sling by now. All that is left is to memorize the following orders.
Unda, prepárate! Unda, rótate! Jakite! Unda, prepárate! Unda, rótate! Jakite! Unda, prepárate! Unda, rótate! Jakite!